XCN. A lot of people are in panic right now. The overall macro of the market is in a terrible spot. One thing about XCN though is that the team continues to build. The fundamentals have not changed, if not only have gotten better. There's consistent updates, consistent growth from a technical side of the project. They're not focusing on hype, they're focusing on building. And that's what you love to see with the project, guys. You always love to see that. But this is also why I say never invest more than you're willing to lose in any project, because, you know, nothing in this space is guaranteed. Nothing in this space is guaranteed, guys. So this is why when I, speak about projects, I say never overinvest, because that makes you emotional. A lot of people might be in panic. In the overall market, a lot of people are in panic. Like I stated in my previous videos, that if Bitcoin falls to 45K, maybe even 35K, you're going to see a lot of altcoins across the board drop. How much more percentages, I don't know, but they're going to drop, and eventually they find a bottom. We go into a distribution phase, and then we start the next cycle, right? But having some exposure to the market just in case we bottom quicker than people expect is also a good decision to make. Whatever you decide to do with your investments and your strategies, it's up to you, because we're all adults here, right? But with me, every video I said, hey, don't overinvest here. Never tell anyone to invest more than $1,000 into a project, right? Rare cases I do that, very rare, but never in general, in all my videos I've made, because the market is very difficult. Crypto is very difficult, right? I've been in this space for a good amount of time now, and 90% of people just come to the space and lose money. There's only 10% of people that actually make money in crypto, right? So the space is very difficult. It's sometimes a lot of people even say, even fellow native crypto investors say, oh, this space stinks, it sucks, everything's just a scam. And I'm not even mad at them. You could see like retail interest. Let me dive into that real quick just to show you guys. If you take a look at the retail interest, I have this pinned in my Discord. Right? You take a look at the retail interest. This was a while ago, right? And the retail interest is this orange brown line that is going down, right? And it is literally at the lows. But this was like a few months ago. I could only imagine how low it's at now. It's below this white line for sure. Because people just continuously leave the crypto market, right? And the market conditions are just so bad for most people. Most people, it's very bad. So I could understand why retail, just people in general just stay away from the space, because it's very tough, man. But for the people that do stick around and the people that do keep pushing, I think you'll be rewarded. I really do, right? So XCN, what is the team doing? They're still pushing. They're still, still pushing, still making developments, still working from a technical side to make the best protocol, the best layer 3 network, first of its kind that we've seen. And I respect that, right? So I think this is one of, like I said it in multiple videos, I think this is one of the altcoins where you could take a bet on. Take a bet on it. Not obviously, don't overinvest in any project in the space, because nothing is guaranteed, but you could take a bet here and see what happens in the future, right? I'll put some ledger devices on screen, guys. I think you guys should pick up a few of them, because crypto scams are running rampant. See a lot of people on the timeline saying they lost money to hackers, scammers, etc. So you definitely got to pick up some ledger devices, which I use as well. You'll see that on screen. So I definitely say buy one or two of those, guys. Truly, I really think that'll be a smart decision. But yeah, XCN, like I said, great fundamentals here from a technical standpoint, great utility as well. So it's getting affected by the overall market, right? So that's why the price is going down. Bitcoin, overall macro right now, Bitcoin just fell to $63,000 from 65K. And again, people are expecting a drop to 45 to 35K. Bitcoin goes down there, It's going to be a great time to DCA in the projects that you believe in. Will they make a comeback? I don't know. I can't guarantee it. But will it be a good time to buy in case they do? Yes, it will be, right? Will it be a good time to dollar cost average in case they make a comeback? Yes, it will be. So we'll see. I'm just playing it day by day, seeing how it goes, keeping you guys updated on like the overall news and macro, etc. And again, XCN right now down to 4663, you know, down to under below 0.005. I said in a video, I think, like I said, it could come back down to its low at 203 before it finds a bottom and then starts to move back up again. That is not out of the cards, right? But if it moved back up as one of the only altcoins that made a move this cycle, I would think there's a possibility there would be a higher possibility that it moves up again compared to altcoins that never even did have a run this recent cycle that just went by, right? So this is why I say 100,000 XCN. Not never telling you guys to overinvest. Not telling you to put 5K, 10K, 50K, 100K into a coin. Less than $500 right now. 100,000 XCN. You just hold that for the long term and see what happens in the future, right? Obviously, you could also engage in all the utilities that they have with decentralized governance, Onyx AI, staking, etc. as well, right? And with that, you be patient, because I think, like I said, a 10 cent, maybe even a $1 XCN could potentially happen in the future. You just have to exercise patience, because if it had a time where nobody was paying attention to it for like what, a year, 2 years, and then it just went absolutely exploded to like $1 billion market cap from 40 mil, 30 mil market cap. If it did that once in, you know, the worst bull run in history, this past cycle was the worst bull run in history, and XCN did that in the worst bull run in history. Imagine what could happen in, you know, a great bull run, which I think the next bull run will be a great one. So let's take a look at some tweets as well. From Jinx, quiet charts plus real development equals a dangerous combo. XCN is one of those assets people ignore until price forces a narrative rewrite. Definitely agree with that. This is a great graphic showing how XCN is connected, Onyx AI, Goliath, the validator nodes, and staking, right? Not everything needs hype. Some things just need time. XCN from Nicola. Onyx is preparing for the big Goliath launch. XCN is silently building in shadows while everyone is lazy. Make sure you're ready for when that takeoff happens, right? And Jinx, once again, you're not bullish enough on XCN. Goliath private instance with plans to merge into public chain on mainnet. Goliath coming soon. So again, right, if you've not overinvested, you're not going to be emotional. A lot of people in CoinMarketCap comments over here are like emotional, right? They're probably overinvested. If you're not overinvested, you're not going to be emotional where the price goes. You're going to be able to hold it for the long term and just be like, okay, well, you know, I saw the vision, I saw the potential. Let's see if it works out, or if it doesn't work out. That's really where the space is at right now, until the overall macro of the market starts to become bullish again, right? And that may take some time. People think we are going to bottom by the end of the year. We're going to keep dropping until the end of the year. So be prepared for that. I'm prepared for that. We all should be, right? So as always, none of this is financial advice, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Join my Discord. Link to that is in the description. And also subscribe to my Clips channel and watch videos there as well. It really helps out. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one.